Buying a house off plan simply means you are buying a house before it is built. You just look at the architectural designs, the 3D renders, and you agree that is the kind of house that you would want, and therefore you agree on a payment plan with the developer such that you'll be able to pay, or you will be paying in monthly installments as the developer continues with the project. Now, one of the advantages is that off-plan purchases are usually cheaper. They also allow you customization here and there to your like so that you can get what you want. Now, the problem with off-plan is that most of the times they don't meet the expected timings. The developers run out of cash, and therefore they are not able to finish or to complete the project in time. There are also problems of expectation versus reality. What you were shown in the 3D renders and what came out are two different things. Finally, delays will come up from other things such as supply chain hiccup, weather changes, and so on and so forth. Buying a house off plan is not a bad idea. If you intend to buy a house off plan, you need to protect yourself. One is that you must run due diligence on the developers. You must understand where their funding is coming from. If the developer is hoping to collect money from individual investors to fund the project, that project is likely to stop midway. Number two, you need to see other projects that the developer has handled successfully. Who are the developers? What else have they done and delivered successfully? Do they own the land title? We have seen cases where developers are developing properties on land that does not belong to them. So at the end of the day, the owner of the land will come take their land back, and you, as the investor, you still don't own the property because it sits on someone else's land. Now, this is where the catch is when it comes to off-plan purchases. In some cases, since some developers are not able to purchase the land, they just pay the deposit and agree with the owner of the land that once the houses are sold, once they get the investors' money, they will pay the balance. When the developer is not able to pay the balance, the owner of the land comes calling, and in most cases, they will kick you out, even if you have an agreement with the developer. Two, you must know where the developer is getting funding. In most cases, developers will just use the buyer's money to develop the property, which is usually not enough. Some investors bring in little cash, and therefore there will be funding problems along the way. Under ideal conditions, the developer should get their funding elsewhere, such that the timelines for the development will not be affected by the cash flow. And finally, you must ensure that all approvals and permits have been given by the relevant authorities. So before you sign up for any off-plan housing system, run through the director's profile. Who are they? Who is funding the project? And do they own the land on which they are building the houses?